I spent almost 5 years in federal prison, and before I went to prison, I really hadn't been justice involved. In other words, I had not experienced the bad side of the criminal justice system. So, in my mind, the cops were on my team, like they were the good guys, right? I didn't grow up in a home where my parents were drug addicted or they were crime involved or justice involved. And then I go to prison and I have this experience of going into the courtroom. And when you go to the courtroom, they read this list of everything horrible about you. You can't even believe it. You're like, are they talking about me? And it really does like cement this feeling of us versus them. It's like the United States of America versus Portia Louder. And now I feel like an enemy of the state. And my people now are the people I meet in prison. So I get to prison and I figure out the criminal code real quick, which means we don't trust the officers. We never tell on each other. We trust no one. That's the criminal code. And you imagine if you grew up in foster care or if you grew up in a home where your parents were being taken away by the cops, who's the bad guys? The cops. And if you grew up in a home from the time you're a little kid and your parents are like, we tell them nothing, that's the criminal code. How hard would it be to crack that? Well, I did a program in prison that was designed to help crack the criminal code. And they made me a leader in the program. And I really watched the girls navigate this, and it was challenging for them. Some of these girls grew up in the criminal lifestyle, and then they were dating people that were involved in the criminal lifestyle. And the worst thing you could ever do is snitch on someone, and you never trust the cops. But what I observed was this: those people who would challenge that belief and start to see that we were all on the same team had the most success. The most success, I mean, when they got out of prison. And it's not easy. It's scary. One of my friends in prison said, my biggest fear when I left prison wasn't that I would relapse. Even though I'd grown up, an addict, my parents were addicted. My biggest fear was that they would fail me, that I had to trust these people that I was taught to never trust. That's the criminal code.